Hi everybody, welcome to Phat Girlz Guide to Survival. We have some technical difficulties going on. I'm not real sure what the deal is. So it's going to be just a second here. Hi Mom. Give me 1 second here. Just a couple small technical difficulties. We thought I had them sorted out, but I do not. So I apologize for that. Okay, so let's try this again. I started the video once and I got through the intro and it was not working right. So we're going to try this again. Okay, here we go. So welcome to week 6 of Phat Girlz Guide to Survival. My weight loss update is not really a loss, it's a gain. I am back up to, hey Nader B, long time no see. Hi Uncle Roy. So I'm back, I gained 2 pounds this week. So I'm up to 311, for a loss of 18 pounds. It was really a rough week though. There were many issues that collided all at once and it just threw me for a huge loop. I did really bad this week. I didn't eat things that were bad for me. I didn't go grub out on chips or anything, but I went way over on points. So between that and a few other things, it was just not really good. I felt really horrible. I cried. I was so angry with myself. I felt like I didn't only let myself down, but I let all of you down who watch every week, you know? So it was really hard to think of it that way. And this really brings us to our first topic today, which is emotional eating. And that's what I did all week. I emotionally ate. It was so bad. I'm bipolar, and so my bipolar just did a huge swing this week, which are usually pretty rough for me. And honestly, that's kind of what started me on food, is I relied on it as support and comfort. So I just would eat whenever I got depressed. And hi Shay. Actually, people that have lived with me can attest to this. They've seen it happen. So they know that it gets pretty bad. I love you too, Uncle Roy. But it gets really bad. So not only did I have the bipolar swing, but, you know, we girls, we surf the crimson once a month. And so that was going on. Sorry, guys. You know, it is what it is. It's a fact of life. So it's emotional during that time, too. So to have the diet, the BP, the monthly visitor all at the same time just kicked my ass right off the diet wagon. I may have jumped. So anyway, I mentioned that and my Uncle Roy left. That's terrible. Hi, Brad. Nice of you to join us. So anyway, but it's a fact of life. It is what it is. So it's not that, like I said, that I ate things that were bad for me. I just ate a lot of things and felt like I was eating constantly and went way over my points. So I was also eating after 8 p.m. And if I eat after 8 p.m., it is guaranteed that I'm going to either gain weight or maintain the same weight as the week before. So how do you handle these issues when they hit you? Do I have any bipolar watchers that have these issues and they use food as a comfort? Usually I use a couple of different methods to get through a hard bipolar swing and they work for me. I just didn't use them this time and it was really my bad. So the first way that I try and get through them is I use meditation. And I realize that sounds like totally hippie, but it really works. And I use guided meditation, and it's usually got some dude with a soft, sexy voice, and he's guiding you, telling you, imagine yourself at the beach or wherever. And then he tells you which parts of your body to relax and how to breathe. And it lasts about 20 to 30 minutes. And that really helps me get through a lot of my bipolar swings and stuff, and my anxiety as well. And I actually do this about twice a day most days. So it works a lot. I've also used some yoga to get through it as well. I know, to those of you that know me, this is going to sound really weird, but they did teach us yoga when I was pregnant and in rehab. And so it's pregnancy yoga. It's for bigger people. and it's a really careful type thing. So I still use that every once in a while, and you can Google moves and stuff and watch videos on how to do it, because I don't know any of the names of the moves. I just do what I was taught. So you could try that. It really does work well. Another thing that works if you can afford it is acupuncture. I love acupuncture. I can't afford it, but they did it in rehab, and it was amazing. I love it. It helped me so much. I so wish I could afford acupuncture again. Another way is just to exercise through it. Sweat it out. Sweat all that depression out. I'm going to be doing that this week. My bipolar is still kind of swinging a little bit. Hi, Courtney. And so I'm going to be, sweating it out this week. Me and Richard Simmons are going to get intimate. So yeah, so if you have those issues, you should try those things. But please, if you have other ways, I would love to hear about them. Either message me, comment on here, anything. I would love to hear about other ways that you deal with that kind of stuff. So our second topic is, hi Earl. Our second topic is don't deny yourself, control yourself. So my mom and I have been talking a lot lately about servings and points and just food in general. We both just love food, and this is all, that's just what there is to it. We really love food, period. And where is my remote? Because that TV over here is making my color go wonky. We just really love food. And so it's really hard when you like food to diet and to, manage to control yourself sometimes. So I usually do fairly well with this, but others might have an issue. I'm not always perfect with it. I'm a chips and ice cream kind of girl, but I try very hard to not buy those things. However, Mom and I were talking, and really, if you can stick to the snack size bags of stuff and just eat one, don't eat one and then go back and get another bag and another bag. It's not so bad. The points really aren't that much, and you can eat what you want. Yeah, I know. Intimate with Richard Simmons would be totally gross, Mom. You can eat what you want. You just have to really, I'm doing Weight Watchers, so I really have to count the points, and you just really can't overdo it. That's the thing. Now, don't think I'm going out and running out and buying chips and stuff, because I'm not. I'm really trying hard to eat healthier. But these are the things. Just don't deny yourself these things. Just control how much you eat. Ice cream comes in little snack size bars nowadays. One, like Weight Watchers has some. They're like this big. It's like a mini candy bar, and it's 4 points. So if you're really feeling that need for ice cream, eat that little mini snack bar, but don't go and eat 20 of them, because that's where you're going to screw yourself up at. So what I do when I'm really wanting to snack is I will have that little snack, and it'll be 3 or 4 points, and that's fine. And to avoid going back and getting more snacks, I throw myself into something else. So like I will throw myself into my game server and start coding and start doing stuff for that. So I eat one snack and I move on and I do my game server. And then usually what happens is I forget to eat because I get so involved in that. So I have to set an alarm for about every 30 minutes or so on the lovely little Fitbit, to the Fitbit Nazi, to remind myself to get up, walk, get some water, get a snack if I need one, and then I go back into it because it helps me to avoid eating. Stuff like that really works for me anyway. I don't know if it works for you guys, but let me know if you have other things that you do. So that's our second topic. The third topic is kind of funny. It's called Beware of the Diet Monster. So I have found myself to be a little bitchy about food and things now that I'm not supposed to be eating them. I know, right? Those of you who know me, bitchy? No, not her. Never. She's as sweet as pie. Yeah, no. Not me. Um, so this kind of ties into last week's crying for pizza. But here's the deal. So Chris, Lexi, and I were out running a few errands yesterday, grocery, PetSmart, pharmacy, and such. And while we were at Meijer, I noticed a small bag of the Skinny popcorn sitting at the checkout lane, because they have all those really yummy treats at the checkout lane. And I'm not really supposed to be eating popcorn, but someone has been talking a lot about popcorn lately, Mom. And so I've been craving it. So I got the Skinny Pop, and I was really hungry, and I figured, I could sit in the pharmacy line because I saved it for last because I knew it was going to take me forever to sit in the pharmacy. So because of the pharmacy that my mom chooses is a very slow pharmacy, and she's out of town, so I went to pick up her stuff for her. No big deal. I'm happy to do it, but I hate that pharmacy. So I figured I would snack on the popcorn while I was waiting. Chris and Lexi also grabbed a snack. They grabbed Ruffles, which are my very favorite. So we're all sitting in this closed up vehicle, me with my Skinny Pop and those two with their Ruffles. Now, I don't know, we were just talking and I don't know exactly what hit, but those Ruffles started wafting, like the smell of the greasy, yummy potato chips started wafting over and overtaking the smell of my kind of delicious, semi-healthy popcorn. And, I could have had those chips. Yes, they were the cheddar and sour cream, Courtney. Yes, they were. I could have had 11 of those chips and it would have been 6 points. But I wasn't willing to spend my 6 points on 11 chips. So instead, I just sat there and ate my popcorn while we waited in line for 25 minutes. And I got my popcorn. Well, pretty soon, like I said, the smell starts wafting over and overtaking the wonderful popcorn. And I turn around and I looked at Chris and Lexi and I was like, and I have to sit here and eat this damn popcorn while you inconsiderate buttheads eat my favorite chips in front of me. I mean, just like out of the blue. And now keep in mind, this pharmacy makes me really gritchy anyway, but yeah. So anyway, they both just stopped mid-chew and mid-chip like, we're sorry. And then one of them offered me a chip. Now, I'm pretty sure I was looking like Cruella de Vil, and so I just turned my Cruella de Vil eyes on them and stared their chip into oblivion. So anyway, so that would be a diet monster moment. Definitely getting crabby on the diet, so having to watch that. But not only that, it's not just me. So I have a really great story. Y'all know I love my mama so much. But my mom had a little diet monster moment this week as well. She was talking to my dad on the phone. Now, keep in mind, my mom's had a really rough week. She travels a lot for her job, and she works very, very hard. But she's been snowed in her hotel room for a few days. And the refrigerator broke, and so all her goodies that she brought with her weren't any good. And so she's had a really rough week. And so she's been calling home regularly and checking in and stuff. And I can't really remember what led up to the subject of chicken while she was talking to my dad. But she told my dad. Now, first of all, you have to know my dad hates chicken. He absolutely refuses to eat it. It's been a constant problem in the family for quite some time. My mom says the first 3 letters of diet are die. It's a lifestyle change. It's very true. But anyway, so my dad refuses to eat chicken. It's been a huge issue with the family because either you have to cook 2 meats or you just don't get chicken. And so my mom is telling my dad, why the hell can't you eat chicken for me? I do so many nice things for you. Can't you just eat the damn chicken? My dad, being the wonderful man that he is, I love my daddy-o so much, says, when I have Alzheimer's, you can feed me all the chicken you want. So, and I don't know what my mom said after that, but I thought it was absolutely hilarious because she is out of town. Chicken at this point is not an issue for my mom and dad because my mom's not even there. She could eat all the chicken she wants, but she is totally like chewing on him about chicken and not eating it. And it's 0 points for us. So chicken is a big deal at our, for us right now because it's 0 points. And hi, Uncle Dave. And so my poor dad's getting chewed on while my mom is like 2 or 3 states away and about not eating chicken. So I thought that was pretty great. Like I was laughing at her and making fun of her so much. I'm like, poor dad, how do you do that to him? But I guess when he has Alzheimer's, we'll be feeding him chicken and he won't even know it or remember it. So, it'll be all good then. So yeah, beware the diet monster. It comes out at the most unexpected times and it bites. Just fair warning. So that was our 3rd topic for the day. And normally I do 5 topics, but our videos are getting a little bit long, so I've cut it down to 3. I do have step 3 for this week. We've been doing the steps every week. NA has 12 steps. AA has 12 steps. And there's 12 steps in dieting too, I think, probably more. But I just didn't want the medical version of the steps. I wanted a fun, more effective version. So step 3 for NA is we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. Basically, that means a higher power, not the Christian God so much, but any higher power that you believe in if that's your choice. Now, I'm not going to go any further into that because that's not what this is about. But anyway, so our step 3 is I made the decision to turn my will and my life over to myself. I took it away from the food. And I gave it back to myself. No more food demons. I get myself back. My heart, my mind, my body will no longer be controlled by cookies, Wendy's, and other bad for you foods. I am changing my life, and I will no longer let my food addiction rule me. I will rule it. So that is step 3. Rule your food addiction. Don't let it rule you. And even if you don't have a food addiction, that's fine, but rule your will, rule your mind, rule your heart, rule your body. Don't let it rule you. Stop eating the cookies, stop eating the Wendy's and all the things that are bad for you, or control at least how much you eat of it, and things will improve for you. I may have gained 2 pounds back this week, but I still feel really good. I'm feeling a lot better than I have felt in years. I feel more confident. My self-esteem is better. I just feel good. So I think that step number 3 is a great step. And I'll be following it. And hopefully it does some good for you too. I do have a fat girl rule for this week. I told you we weren't going to do them every week, and we haven't. But I did see something at Walmart the other day. Fat girl rule. Do not, ladies or gentlemen, wear pants with pictures of faces on the butt. The Grinch, Cookie Monster, Pooh Bear, Elmo, the other loved childhood tunes do not belong on your butt. Okay? They just don't. You're scaring small children. If I was to put Cookie Monster on my butt, he would be this big. Okay, can y'all see? He would be huge. And he would look like he was going to eat small children if I backed up. Okay? Stop doing that. It's not good. Don't do it. Nobody, I mean, children are crying because they're seeing Elmo on your butt. Okay? The Grinch is 20 times scarier because he's on your butt. Stop that. So that is the fat girl rule. Yeah, just don't do it, ladies or gentlemen. Please just don't do it. Let's see. Oh, and Mom says, and eat more chicken. That's also a tip for the week. Eat more chicken. Dad better be careful. She's going to start feeding him chicken, and he's not even going to know it now. The tip for the week, and sorry guys, but the tip for the week is if you are a woman with big tatas, like I mean big tatas, and you have a problem controlling the girls while exercising. I had a trainer in California tell me to do this, but wear 2 sports bras, wear 3 sports bras. I used to wear 2 or 3. For one, you sweat more, so you lose more. But for 2, it keeps those girls under control. So I would wear 2 and 3 sports bras under my shirt. It will definitely help. You should try it. Let's see. So that's the tip. Let's see what else. Our recipe for the week. Now, I am not going to lie to you, people. I have not tasted asparagus since I was very little, probably like 4 or 5 years old. I do not like cooked vegetables, especially in their whole form. If they are like we did the cauliflower pizza crust, that was great. We did the broccoli soup. If it's in a food processor, I'm okay with it. But to actually eat a whole spear of something, I don't, not for that. So this may change with asparagus, but let me tell you, I did try the asparagus. I do not like asparagus, but everybody in the house loved it. They thought it was a really good recipe. So our recipe of the week is garlic Parmesan roasted asparagus. It is 2 points because there's a little bit of Parmesan on it, but it's, for them, it was worth it. For me, not so much, but for them, it was good. They really loved it. So anyway, so that's our recipe for the week. If you want that, feel free to message me or comment, and I will definitely give it to you. Also, I did post the video of us making the cauliflower crusted pizza today, so you can watch that. And that's it. That's all I've got for this week, guys. And I still went for 23 minutes, even though I cut it down. So please remember to like, share, comment, and review. Let me know where you're from and if you're catching it live or on the replay. Please, please, please comment and talk to me and let me know what you're thinking. And remember, we are not F-A-T, we are P-H-A-T. Pretty hot and tempting. See you guys next week.